Hey everybody, this is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C, right here on TMV Cafe, bringing you entertainment to your ears. This interview is for all the Grindhouse Pro Wrestling fans out there. You know this lady, making a name for herself in the division, um, teaming up with Ali Arb right here. You know, I gotta represent. She's the literal legend. She's making a statement in wrestling. Keep an eye on her if you haven't already. Join with Dixie Douglas. She's with me right now. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How's it going with you?
Good. Thanks for joining me. I see we got a special guest. Uh,
Yes.
we got you a dog out there
Yes.
hanging
He's a little
out.
rat dog.
Yeah. We like animals. We like dogs on this show. So we offer the guest appearances on these Zooms. So thanks for joining me. So first things first, let's talk about like the early stages. You getting started. Um,
Yeah.
you started training at the Grindhouse Pro Academy. Talk about the early stages, how you get started, and what was it like going through the process as far as training?
So I actually was not fully trained at Grindhouse. I was trained at a different school before I came to Grindhouse.
Okay.
So I sort of like midway through my training moved to Grindhouse. And from there I was just working on character. I was working on moves that I wanted to know, like what I wanted to be for my signatures, my finishers, and just fundamentals and stuff like that.
All right. So as far as that, the training, what was like the biggest challenge that you dealt with as far as you getting the training, learning the moves, learning promos and character work? What was like the biggest challenge you faced while going through the process?
It's definitely promos for me. I just like I talk a lot and I just when I get to promos, I have a hard time thinking and I just blank. So promos were definitely hardest for me.
So obviously, it takes time, like especially it's kind of like you're doing a movie, you're learning lines, or it's improv coming off the top of the head. So yeah, it definitely, even some of the actors that we know and love, they have their struggles learning lines, getting the feel for the character. So yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. I don't think a lot of fans understand that aspect. It takes a lot of work to do what y'all do for a living, putting your bodies on the line,
Definitely.
doing all these things to entertain fans, on a week to week basis. So obviously, my introduction of you was on Grindhouse Pro Wrestling. So I think I was there for your first match, which was last year. Um,
Yes.
so it was a tag team match, I believe it was. It was you and Allie against Larkin and Vanessa. I believe that was Vanessa's first match for Grindhouse as well. Uh,
Yes, those were our first Grindhouse matches.
First matches at Grindhouse for sure. So what was that like going through that day leading up to the debut? Y'all building quite the rivalry. Obviously Larkin and Vanessa double teaming on Allie. Allie needed somebody to be an ally, and you came around and being the helping hand. What was it like for you debuting your Grindhouse debut in that tag team match?
So I think me and Allie, we made a good team from the start because in training we just knew what to do together. We get along very well. Like it we are just like a great pair. Like we work together. It's not any sort of conflict when it comes to like, oh, who's doing what, or who wants to go first. There's no conflict because we just kind of get each other. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, leading up to the debut, it was definitely nerve-wracking, but I had already sort of gotten a feel for a crowd because in November I did a show for a different promotion with against Vanessa.
Yeah, y'all definitely growing that woman division for sure. And they definitely have a lot of faith in y'all to put on good shows, good matches. Grindhouse has been around since 2015, and they've had women there throughout the years, including Billy Starks, who's the current Ring of Honor Women Television Champion right now. She's making a name for herself, and now I see ladies like y'all continuing that wave for women wrestling and that promotion. Um, and just started. I've heard of Grindhouse for years. I never got to go there until late last year, and now I'm seeing the woman division as it is just growing and evolving. Y'all getting these opportunities. Thunder Kitty's getting involved, and now Kayla Cassidy is getting involved. So y'all also getting some guest appearances there as well. So um, I like Grindhouse. I like what y'all do for the Kentuckiana wrestling community. Uh, y'all usually do the last Sunday of every month, unless it's holidays is involved. And so I like what y'all doing. So obviously, hopefully there'll be a women's championship for that division in the foreseeable future. I will say this about Allie. Oh my goodness, she's one of the most genuine people you will ever know. Um,
Definitely.
Genuine people. Like the moment that she said, "Hey, bestie," you feel like calm. You feel like, "Hey, what's up?" She just
Yeah, she's definitely, like, super easy to get along with. When you talk to her, it's not, like, in a fan perspective, it's in, like, a friend perspective.
yeah. She's like you. If anybody hates Allie Albright, you got issues. I was just gonna say that she
Definitely.
she's just so kind. So obviously, Grindhouse got a big show coming up called Wise. A week from this Sunday. So much stacked card. Obviously, including the main event. I believe Berto is facing Cannon. Steel cage match for the Grindhouse Championship title versus career. First ever cage match. And so many of your favorite stars will be there. Um, you revealed something to me prior to me pressing this record button. So I'll let you address your status for Rise. Um,
Yeah, so as of right now, I will not be competing, unfortunately, because during training, I actually broke my ring finger, and I do have to get surgery for it. So I will be out for at least 4 weeks.
mm, so that's very devastating. You never want to face an injury of any sorts, especially leading up to a show like that. But you gotta take care of that finger,
Right.
and wishing you a speedy recovery, and hopefully you'll be good to go in the foreseeable future. So it'll be interesting to see. So there's a 6-woman tag on the chorus. Larkin, there's Vanessa and Cassidy against Allie, Thunder Kitty, and now a mystery partner. Let's just say, very curious to see who's going to be that third person. Um,
Definitely, me too.
so, Grindhouse, one thing I know about them is that They always find a way. So
Definitely.
that definitely will be find a way. So get your tickets for that show. Check out Grindhouse Pro Wrestling Wise. Um, I think even though she's not medically clear to compete, she's gonna be there at least with merchandise, I believe. Uh, and I gotta give me a Dixie Douglas shirt now. I gotta give me
Definitely. I just got some new merch, so I'm excited to
okay.
show it to everybody.
Yeah, I see some of your shirts is from MC Tucky
Yes,
printing.
that was my first design, and
Okay.
I recently just got, like, a remake since I, dyed my hair, I've got new gear,
Yeah.
so we kinda did a remake of the Bratz doll, so she will definitely be out on some merch tables.
Well, okay, that was a Bratz inspired shirt. Okay, with
Yes,
the pink hair. Okay, all right, that's cool. So, well, let me ask you this, because when I was at your debut, you have plenty of family that came to support in your debut.
yes.
For that particular show. That's always a cool thing. Like getting support in wrestling, it could be overwhelming at times. But when you get family wearing your shirts, because I saw like almost a section of family and friends rocking in merch. So what's it like to have your family support your wrestling journey?
It's nice to have the ones that do support me come to the shows, buy my merch. It's it's really, like, a good thing because when I was in South Carolina, when I first started training, I didn't really have anybody. It was just my mom, my stepdad, and my sisters. And so now that I am back in my hometown, I have so much more support. And even there's, of course, going to be family members who are not supportive of it. But when you have such a big support group, it doesn't really matter the ones who don't support it.
Yeah, some people are gonna have their reasons. People may not understand the art of wrestling or things like that. And people gonna say what they say. They have their narratives about wrestling, and it comes with the territory. No matter what craft that you do, no matter what sport or form of entertainment that you do, uh, but man, but that was good to see some, a lot of support that you got and continued support since then. Like you have been wrestling. You still young in your career. You got so much potential. I see the potential in Dixie Douglas. I see the work ethic. I see your resilience. I see the fans really supporting you, and
Yeah.
Grindhouse definitely sees a lot of potential in you as well.
Yeah.
So once you come back from your injury, you definitely are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And you know, Larkin and Vanessa, they gonna be in for a fight. You know, they're gonna be for a fight at Rise, and they're also gonna be for a fight once you come back. Uh,
Definitely.
so
Absolutely.
So with that being said, once you do come back from your injury, what does Dixie Douglas have in store? What do you want to accomplish once you get back from the injury? What you have in store once you
I
get back?
think that since me and Allie now have Thunder Kitty on our side, it's time for us to take our stand. Like, it's been disqualifications all the time with Thunder Kitty at first not being on our side, and then Vanessa and Larkin, they're always just doing something that's not cool, not fair to us. And so now we have Thunder Katie, who obviously at the last show was completely taken over and completely dominated over them. Now with the three of us, we will be a lot more powerful together.
Yeah, so at the last show, that was definitely one of the surprising moments when Thunder Kitty came to the rescue. Because she was on Larkin and Vanessa's side. And anybody that knows Thunder Kitty, she's old school to the fullest. and she's gonna do what she wanna do regardless. But it feels like she sees something in you and out that make you say, you know what? I don't like what Larkin and Vanessa are doing. I don't like their attentions. And then Kayla Cassidy, who had a busy show, getting involved in Damien's match. Thunder Kitty feel like somebody got to be like a mentor of sorts. So it feels like she sees something in y'all. And so that's why she's taking the stand that she took, teaming up
Yeah.
with you both, and it'll be interesting to see what Allie and Thunder Kitty have in store, and we'll find out who this mystery partner is going to be a week from Sunday at the arena. Um, so that's going to be quite a show. If you buy the first row ticket, you get a meeting. You get to go to the meet and greet 30 minutes before doors open to general admission. All of your favorite Grindhouse stars will be there for pictures, autographs, etc. So get ready for that. Uh, Now, Dixie, where can people find you in social media? Where can they check you out?
Yeah, so I had to recently start over my social medias, but right now I'm currently on Facebook and my page is Dixie Douglas. And then on Instagram, my page is Shy's Kingdom, CHYS_Kingdom. And I have all my wrestling stuff, all my personal stuff, it's all on there.
All right, so check her out, Facebook and Instagram, and you know she definitely gonna need the support as she's recovering from an injury. So if you go to the show at Grindhouse, go buy her merch, go buy her stuff. That money
Yeah,
could go. That money could go towards her surgery. Uh, Wishing her a speedy and full recovery. And check out Grindhouse. They usually do shows every last Sunday of the month, unless the holidays. It's there. But the next show is wise. This may be the biggest show in the history of Grindhouse. So much implications, so much is at stake, past, present, future. So I'm excited for Grindhouse and what they have in store. Dixie, thank you so much for joining me for this interview,
of
and
course. It was my
great
pleasure.
and having you on, and wishing you again a full and speedy recovery. And I'll catch you next week, and hopefully, let's see, we are in April, so that was May. That's a long month, so hopefully you'll be good to go by then for the
Yeah,
May show. So check out Dixie Douglas at Grindhouse. Check her out for upcoming appearances once she gets fully healed. And support independent wrestling, y'all. Support independent wrestling. And check out Grindhouse Pro Wrestling, one of the premier promotions in the Kentuckiana area at the world famous arena, Jeffersonville, Indiana. So check them out. Thank you for your time, Dixie. Wishing you nothing but the best in your surgery and getting back into the ring. And thank you for your time.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You enjoy your weekend, enjoy the rest of your time, and thanks again. You have a good night.
You as well.
All right, bye bye.